welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Princes of the Apocalypse adventure. And look at that, Uncle Bob is already pushing the button, Dylan. He didn't even get to say the whole thing yet. He's so excited. He's already, I don't know if you might be able to hear him purring. He's already been on my desk ready because he has a special announcement. This announcement is very special. Everybody gets a healing potion because this week, as in tomorrow, is the Dr. Dylan's birthday. Oh, so everybody gets to start our adventure today with a healing potion. Yep, everybody gets a Dr. Dylan's healing potion, and Dylan gets some treats because Uncle Bob pushed the button. Yep, so, alright, there we go. Everybody gets some treats. Yes, we know exactly Dylan's birthday because he happened to be in a litter that was Tor's friends, so we know exactly his birthday. But yes, he will be a teenager tomorrow. He's already acting like it. It's okay. All right. So, all right. Well, before we go into our adventure today, I do want to go over our schedule. Today, of course, our Princes of the Apocalypse adventure. On Friday, our Eberron Oracle of War, and then this upcoming Saturday, we're going to try again for a Extra Life D&D adventure. Unfortunately, we had some health things happen this last weekend, so we didn't get to have all of our players available, but we are hoping to do that Extra Life adventure because we are aiming for our goal of $2,000 by the end of the year, but most importantly, we are just aiming to get as much as we can for the kids, as it helps with all of the general fund stuff at our local children's hospital. So we are hoping to raise as much money as possible. We've already gotten $1,100, working our way to that $2,000 goal. All right. That was my little sales speech. All right, let's go back into our Princes of the Apocalypse adventure. When we last left off on our adventure here, we had most of our people with us at that point, but you were exploring the path that hold on, let me get you to the Dessarian Valley here. There we go. You were specifically on the path between Belliard and Summit Hall. You had detoured to the Sacred Stone Monastery, where you learned that there was a cult of the Black Earth inhabiting that area. And they had, in fact, kidnapped the delegates who you were tasked to find, and that had been in the process of bringing a knight to Summit Hall to be interred. Now, you found a couple of the people within the Sacred Stone Monastery that were part of that delegation. However, they told you that one of the delegation had been kidnapped even after the Black Earth cultist had stolen her, and she was taken elsewhere. Now, with that, you guys had made your way to the Summit Hall, where you found that, or you were greeted, I should say, by the, God, I lost what her title was. Hold on. She is, there we go. Lady Stormbanner, overseer of the Summit Hall, and she shared with your party members that there has been an upturn in activity. Specifically, one of the people who had just recently arrived at Summit Hall had said that there is a lot of activity down here south of the Somber Hills. You also learned that Feathergale Spire sounds like it belongs to the people who kidnapped the other delegation member. As it was large, let's see, they were riding on large winged creatures, as they were traveling, or as they kidnapped her. So, you had a couple of different options as to where to go and what to do. Alright, so with that, we pick up you guys leaving Summit Hall, headed in this general direction, trying to figure out what exactly you will be doing on this travel. So, with that, what are you going to do?
Were we back in town?
No, you are just leaving Summit Hall and headed back towards the river this way. Headed, in essence, back to Red Larch.
Sort of towards Feathergale Spire.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that was our plan. Was we were gonna go check out Feathergale Spire and see what was going on there. We just heard there was some activity with the flying knights of some kind.
You did. Yes, you did find out that they call themselves, the people who are there are said to call themselves the Feathergale Knights. And it is some sort of air cult, as they seem to have winged creatures that they
were told they were vultures, right?
Yes.
That's what I have typed up here.
Yep. That they were riding giant vultures. So, is there anything that you guys would like to do on your travels here?
Not die.
Okay.
Level up.
You're funny.
Yeah, and New Kit, we are level 4. I don't know.
I was gonna say, you guys just leveled up to 4. If you haven't leveled up, you should do so.
Yeah, I saw that note. I leveled up.
Okay. So see.
You might notice that I was practicing my new feat.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't come into play until next level, I think.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was. Yeah. Okay. All right. So with that, see, Steve, you just leveled up not too long ago. All right. So with that, then if that is the case, we will, in fact, kind of fast forward a little bit. But I do need someone to please give me a survival check as you are traveling along this area.
I think New Kit and Crash are our best guides in the wilderness.
Yeah, Crash might be better than me.
I have 0.
You have the 0?
I have 4.
Okay.
I have a +4.
Okay.
I mean, I can roll it.
Sure.
Eh.
I was gonna say, I'll even give you advantage and say that you guys are both doing it together. I'm good with that.
Okay. Wow.
That was not better. No, it was not.
No, that wasn't better, but
But it's okay, because
can I add build for success or no?
Well, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're traveling along. You guys are kind of keeping your own pace here. And you, following along the bottom of these mountains, you come to the river here. Now, this river, you see across on the other side of this river, you see what looks to be a small but strongly built castle on the banks here. Not too far upriver from where you guys actually, like, because you're following along. And you see that there's, looks to be, yeah, the castle is kind of old, maybe in a little bit of disrepair, but you do see movement across within this keep, and you see like they've got some boats out there and whatnot. Take me to the river, drop me in the water. Yes, exactly. So you see the small like castle overlooks the mighty Dessarian River, which at this point is a good half-mile wide. The river is. The gatehouse and keep stand atop a low bluff, but the walls seem to be built to the water's edge. On the riverbank itself, another low tower guards a boat basin where you can see that there are some keel boats moored in there. Just from looking across the river at it, the keep seems a little old and worn, but you do see sight of some new timbers and shingles suggesting that there are possible repairs underway. And there is a white banner with a blue gauntlet flying over the keep.
Do we recognize what this white
Give
banner
me a history check, please.
History check. Okay. Whoa.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Oh, did we want it all of them?
Holy moly! Apparently, Tuck was paying attention that day. All right. Okay. Let's see here. You do recognize this banner. As let's see here. It looks very similar to the Order of the Gauntlet. Although they never use a white banner with a blue gauntlet, but it does look very, very similar. It just looks as if they might have changed the color scheme. But, I mean, you do have an Order of the Gauntlet member with you, so you feel pretty confident that you could probably... This might be a safe haven for you. Somewhere to perhaps sleep or whatnot.
Is there a ferry boat or anything to help get across this way?
That you do not see a ferry necessarily, but you do see there are keel boats within the area over there.
On our side of the ship,
No,
or-
on their side.
Hmm.
So
You see anybody like staying
give me
watch
a
over the
perception
boats?
check. I mean, maybe you caught sight of people wandering around.
I don't know. Should we try to get their attention, see if they can't bring one of them boats over to us?
I suppose. You said it's a half a mile across?
It is.
I don't know if we could get their attention. That's a long way.
Hey, can you bring the boat around?
I think
could
you could
use-
hear that a half a mile away. I don't know.
I mean, I could use
Can I do a performance check
minor
to see how
illusion
loud
to make a loud
I do?
sound.
You can certainly try. I'll let you try. Give me a performance check. Oh. Okay. Foxora is coming. She's trying. Minor illusion. Create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. Okay. All right. What are you trying to do or say?
Well, if Crash is going to yell, I'm going to use Minor Illusion to kind of bolster his voice if I can. And,
Okay.
it'll be in his voice.
All right. Okay. So you, what do you say, Crash?
I just shout as well as I can to, hey, can you bring the boats around here?
Okay. So just for reference, this is what you see across. I will do a little bit better job on clearing things, but yeah, for the most part, that is what you see. You see that there is a kind of dilapidated castle-looking keep, and you see that there's an area that has some boats. Give me a. Let's see here. Let's see. That was an 18 performance with that. Crash, give me a perception check to see if anybody seemed to notice you.
Which one you say?
Perception. Okay, you notice that a couple of people are up on this this area, seeming to be working on loading the boat, and they hear something and look over, and they see you. And you see what the small you kind of see them, making some gestures and stuff, and pretty soon a small boat comes over, and you see what looks to be four gentlemen, and they are seeming to row this boat over to come and get you. All right. So with that, all right. What do you do?
Well, hello there.
Hey,
So they,
what can I do for you? I see. Are you guys looking to come across?
Yep. You don't mind carrying aboard?
Oh, of course, of course. Why don't you go ahead and please, go ahead. And you see one of them goes and he says, "Ladies first," and he gestures to Moonshine.
Oh, well, thank you. What a gentleman. It looks like you guys are doing some recent work over there. I wasn't aware this castle was being refurbished.
Yeah, we're working on it. It's a slow process. Kind of can't rebuild these things in a day, But we're working on it. It's we just started not too long ago. But what brings you guys going this way? Where are you headed?
Well, we're traveling west, trying to make our way back to Red Larch, and I thought this might be the best path to get there.
It is a path to get there, that is for sure. One that I must say, not many people come through here, but you are more than welcome to do so. Glad to have some visitors.
I'm just glad that you're here with this boat. That was going to be an awful long swim.
I've done it, and you see this guy, like, he is this, what looks to be, either human or maybe half-elf. You're not quite sure. His hair's a little long. You can't see his ears real well, but he's kind of, on the muscular side, and he says, I've made the swim before. It's kind of a pain. And, I mean, unless you're really ready for it, it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. And I mean, then all your stuff gets wet. It's not a good thing. If there's boats around, it's much better to take a boat or, fly or whatever you can do to not have to, swim a half mile across the river. But Well, I'm glad that we were able to spot you. It was one of those, we weren't expecting any visitors today, so kind of we're on the lookout, you know?
Yeah. Well, you got some visitors today.
We
I'm so
did.
happy.
We did, definitely.
Well, they're my manners. I'm Moonshine, and this is my friends.
Well, welcome on in. I must say that I'm, and you see he kind of goes around and introduces, all of his friends. He says, I'm so sorry for that. Like you said, where's my manners? I am Qatar, and this is Seville and Ifer and Arun. I just kind of grabbed a couple of the guys, and so we could come in and get you. But yeah. So, welcome on in. And you see, he's like, all right, guys, let's go. And the guys pick up the oars and they start the process of taking you across. And he says, I'm sorry, I must say I'm quite distracted today. I want to welcome you to our location here, and as you guys get closer and they bring you across, he says, well, this location, this keep, as it were, is known as the River Guard Keep. River Guard. Yes.
I couldn't help notice your
Wait.
banner. It's awful similar to the Order of the Gauntlet. Are you a chapter of theirs?
We have some members with us, yes. Yes. I myself am not, but some of the others are. They definitely hold the gauntlet in high esteem, that is for sure. But like I said, you're more than welcome to stay and rest, and I'm sure that we can find you some lodging for the evening. But
What time of day is it?
so at this point, you're looking at probably mid-afternoon.
Okay.
You guys have been
Oh, right.
traveling for a while. So yeah, I would say like mid-afternoon would be fairly safe. All right. And as you guys get closer, you see the keep's main entrance features the 2-story gatehouse attached to a round tower. Arrow slits look out onto the ground outside of the gate. The gate itself is a double door of thick timbers reinforced with iron bands. And that would, let's see here. All right. It is very clear that the actual entrance itself is actually over here, but you guys are coming off from the water. So you're kind of coming in the back way, as it were. The water gate, the keep's eastern wall, is built into the river, forming the long pier that encloses the boat basin. You see a heavy chain that emerges from the tower to the south, stretches across the entrance. This heavy chain raises and lowers by a winch that is within the round tower there. Clearly, someone is working that winch. As you see, it opens up as you get closer, and you see that there's a gentleman there, and he says, "What do you want?" to the boat that you guys are in, and they say, "We're just bringing some visitors in. They needed help crossing the river." All right, and he lowers the chain to let you in. And as you land here within the boat basin, you see that there are other people there ready to meet you. The keep's eastern wall seems to jut out into the river, forming a pretty good-sized basin in which a couple of keel boats float. A wide gap in the southeast wall, is where you came through. There seems to be like a 20-foot tall bluff of rock and earth that separates the landing and a nearby tower from the rest of the castle grounds. To the north, a wide stream flows out of a cave mouth into the boat basin. An iron grate seems to block access to that stream. And that is right here, just for reference. But as you... Let's see. All right. So as you all come out of the boat here with your new fun rescuers, as it were, your new friends. All right, let's get everybody onto here. By the way, hi, Cindy.
Hello, sorry I was having all kinds of technical difficulties tonight.
Well, I do want to tell you, because you missed the first part of this, go ahead and make sure that you put a health potion on your character sheet, because tomorrow is Dylan's birthday, and so he's giving out health potions as a birthday present.
Oh, Dylan's so generous.
I
okay,
mean,
thank
when,
you.
when we had the puppies, she gave out Pupspiration. When it was Ashley's birthday, he gave out Ashley Advantages. And when Dylan's birthday, he gives out Dr. Dylan's Healing Potions. He's gonna be a teenager tomorrow.
Oh my goodness,
I
a
know.
terrible teen.
He's already there, don't worry. All right, so with that, yeah, you guys come to this landing. You've got some people that are hanging out with you here, and they immediately, they're like, well, let's see what we can do for you here. And you see that these guys, I mean, pretty standard looking guys, seems to just, your everyday guy. Not like anything specifically, just your everyday Joe. Kind of get the feeling that these guys are, some of them are kind of carpenters and whatnot. Yeah. So with that, they will take you. Let's see here. Let me see. You guys are coming in the back, so that changes things a little bit here, because of the way that the thing is. Actually, everybody, give me a perception check, please. Oh, you're doing well, Foxora.
Already, yeah.
Holy crap, that's the second natural 20 you guys have rolled this game already. Make that
Make
three.
that
three.
Holy crap.
Well done.
All right.
Instead of perception, while I was on the boat ride, did I pick up any sense of like deceit or anything from them while they were chatting with us?
The guys that are that came over, especially the one that was more like the leader of the group, you didn't really. Well, actually, give me an insight check. By the way, Tuck, that is your second one tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I believed everything they said, I bet.
He didn't really seem like he was lying to you. He seemed pretty right on. Just happy to help out, somebody that needed a ride across the river. I mean, you do pick up that these guys are armed. You do catch that. They are armed. But I mean, so are you guys. So you know. But it's like
I was more worried that they were like, are they slavers and we just got?
no, doesn't seem like it. Like they've got scimitars on their hip. One of them's got a crossbow. It just pretty much seems to be your standard everyday person anymore. Those 2 natural 20s. As you get off of this small boat that brought you across, you look over at the larger keelboat moored on the inner side of the keep's east wall. You see a rope ladder leading from the top of the wall to the deck of the boat, about 6 feet below. And you see the name of the boat is the River Maid. And it seems that they are loading this ship. As you see, there's a couple of people over there, and they seem to be loading the ship.
The shipping river.
River Maid, Rivermaid. So you do catch sight of that. It seems that they are like refilling supplies or something, getting ready to actually perhaps leave the area. So, all right. With
Tuck and New Kit saw that though. No, I mean the rest.
Yeah.
I'm oblivious.
Yeah, you have no idea, but New Kit and Tuck, you clock this information.
That it's called the River Maid and that they're loading it?
That they're loading it up, yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So, let's see here. You are taken to the Great Hall, which they take you over to these doors over here. They say, well, come now. We will take you over. You can, meet our the guy in charge of construction and whatnot. It's true facts, Foxora. Yeah. True facts. All right. So these guys will walk over here, and they say, all right, well, let's go ahead and we'll introduce you to our the guy who's in charge over here, and that way he knows that you're here, and that way we've got everybody situated, get you some rooms for the duration of your stay and whatnot. And he leads you over to what is the Great Hall. All right, as you get here, he opens up the door, and you see that you can see like there's a guard up on the walkway across the top as well. As they step in, you see one steps into the room, the other one steps and holds the door open for you all to pass in. And as you enter the room, you see this room is the Great Hall of the Keep, no doubt about it. It's 2 stories high, stone stairs on both sides of the room leading up to the stone balcony. At the west end of the chamber. Heavy double doors lead east to the castle yard, which you guys are coming through, while 2 interior doors open to the west. You did see that there were arrow slits, and as you kind of come in, you see where guards could be stationed there if necessary. But But you are in the west end of this large room here, and you see that below the balcony, a large wooden chair sits behind a wide table littered with papers and discarded plates. A second table, this one long and furnished with benches, runs the middle of the hall. The walls in here are painted green and blue and decorated with tattered banners showing nautical designs. And as you step in, the one that's been doing most of the talking with you guys, he comes up and you see he comes up to the gentleman behind the table, and he says, Grimjaw, we have some visitors. They hailed us from across the river asking for assistance. And so me and the guys went over and brought them across. So, they're, figure we'd put them up for the night and, make sure they're good to go, and then, our normal thing. And he says, all right, yeah, that's fine, whatever. God, yeah, okay, whatever. And he kind of, the gentleman behind the table, he kind of looks up and he surveys the rest of you, and you see this human man, kind of rough looking, kind of looks up at you guys, and he says, so who are you, and where are you traveling to? Where are you traveling from?
Well, I look at the group. I say we came from the dwarves.
From the dwarves, huh? Interesting. What were you doing on the other side of the river? The dwarves are on this side of the river.
There was a complications. I'm not good on the details. I look at my to Musai or Foxor to help explain what's going on.
Well, to be honest, they let me be in charge of the map again, and I inadvertently turned it upside down, and so we wound up on the opposite side that we meant to be on as we were leaving.
Uh-huh.
This is the reason that I'm not supposed to be in charge of the map. And I've said this to them many times, but they keep giving me the map.
He kind of turns to the rest of you and says, who has the map right now?
I put my hands up. Not me. I gave it away.
I think you did. I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
I think we once we figured out we were going the wrong way, we gave it back to Newgate.
Well, let's
right?
make sure that the flying one doesn't have it. Alright, well. Alright, you can stay as long as you need, and, and he kind of turns to the other guy and he says, give him bunks in, well, that's not a whole lot of room over there. I suppose.
We can go anywhere. We're pretty good at being pretty flexible, so we can go wherever you need us to. We're not picky.
I noticed you guys doing a lot of work here. Is there anything we can do to help out? I don't just want to be in the way.
Exactly. We like to pay our own way as best we can.
Oh, well, I'm sure that we can find some room in the barracks. Yeah, that I suppose that works. Yeah, and he kind of turns to the one who brought you in here, and this is by far the first time you have ever seen this leader guy smile. And he says, tell the newbies that they're roughing it tonight.
Oh, we don't want to put anybody out.
Oh no, trust me, they need it. They'll be fine. And but he says it with a smile when he tells the guy to have the newbies to, rough it tonight. Roughing it literally meant that they were on guard.
Is it like a cruel smile or one of like, this is military, it's just a good training exercise?
It's a good training exercise.
Okay.
Yep. It is very much, these guys are brand new to the area, to come into work for them and need a little, they're still a little soft, in his opinion. So you guys are told you're going to have rooms within the barracks. All right. So with that, you are told there's some kitchens over here if if you're hungry. You can head in there. I mean, there's some people working in there that but I'm sure that they'll get you some food if you're hungry. And one of the guys opens up the door, and you see the kitchen has two very large hearths on the north wall that seems to be holding kettles full of simmering what looks to be stew. Wash basins and work tables with old battered cookery stand in the middle of the room. Sacks, casks, and barrels are piled along the southern wall, and cheeses and smoked fish seem to be hanging from the ceiling. And you see there's 5 look to be human people in here laboring away. They don't look like super like tough people. They just kind of look like they're going about it, doing their work. And this guy says, I'm sorry, I should introduce myself. I am Joliver Grimjaw. I am the leader of this area. Currently in charge of Riverguard Keep and the maintenance thereof. Trying to bring this back to its former glory, as it were.
Oh, well met. I'm Moonshine, and you've already met a few of my companions. Foxora over there, and New Kit, he's the one that helped get us here, and then Tuckarum and Crash are these right here.
All right. Well, you let us know if there's anything that we can do for you. So anything that you're needing for your stay here?
Oh well, just a little food and a place to rest would be just the most generous thing I could use. Is there anything we could do to help you? It looks like you guys are still kind of getting situated here.
They are. We're working on it. It's a matter of just trying to get everything fixed up here. But you needn't worry. We've got enough people that they're working on it. They're definitely working on it. But you needn't worry. It'll all be fine in the end. We'll get to it. Yes. I appreciate your assistance, though.
Any sense that he's trying to hide something, or
give me a insight check.
I was thinking the same thing.
Of course you were, Steve, because you're suspicious of everybody that I give you.
I'm rolling awesome today.
You really are.
I'm hungry. I've been on the road all day.
I think Craig left you his dice.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. This guy, he seems... he's probably hiding something, maybe, but he also is like very much seems to have like little patience for the administrative stuff as he kind of shuffles papers back and forth, and he kind of seems to be just like just very much, all right, what do you want? Yeah, whatever. Just go take care of it, whatever. Just leave me alone. You very much get that kind of vibe from him.
Right.
Yeah. So, you very much get that vibe. So, yeah, he's probably hiding something, but the odds are that it's probably something that may or may not pertain to you necessarily. So, you get the feeling that, you get the feeling that it's just a matter of, he's not a good leader necessarily, or at least he's a little overwhelmed. But you are able, you will be taken to, or shown the barracks, and he goes out and, let's see here, I will show you what that room looks like. Alright, that is the barracks. Alright, so he tells you, this is the barracks, and you see, like, there's 9 double bunks fill this barracks, each with a pair of foot lockers tucked underneath them. Doors exit to the north, the west, and the east. And as you enter, you see, there's some of the guys, you know, look much like your guide here. But then there's some that, you know, kind of look more like guards versus carpenters. You see some of them gambling, some of them dozing in their bunks, some tending to their gear. And yeah, there's even a couple that are like just totally asleep in their bunk. But you guys can figure out your sleeping arrangements here. He also goes on to tell you that if you need the bathhouse, they do have one. It is right next to this, he says, yeah, let me know if there's, I mean, you guys don't have any animals, which is good because the stable is in really bad shape. Most of the roof's caved in. You know, we really haven't gotten to it because we don't have any animals. This is the stable down south of the barracks. There's six stalls, but it is like completely trashed in. And he says, there's the entrance, kind of giving you guys a tour of this area. He says, you've got the towers and whatnot. There's really not any reason for you guys to go in there. I'm trying to think what else you might need. Well, I don't know if any of you are religious or anything, but we do have a chapel. And he did point out there is a chapel here. And you guys kind of ducked your head into the chapel, and when you did, you see the keep's chapel contains very plain wooden pews facing a large altar at the west end of the room. However, you do not see any idols or hints of what deity is venerated here. There is a crude symbol painted on the wall above the altar, resembling an X with a horizontal bar linking the bottom limbs. And you see a couple of straw pallets lie near the chapel door. And you see that there's 3 people in this chapel. One seems very much the priestess or priest here. So you just kind of get the... Everybody give me a religion check, please, to see if you recognize that symbol. Uh-huh. Oh my god, Moonshine, you're doing great.
I gotta message Craig on that.
Yep, I think Craig left you his dice. Alright. Tuck.
Double digits.
I mean, Foxhora, you did get double digits. I am impressed, yes. And I mean, it was technically double digits on the actual dice because it was a
Exactly.
10. So I'm rather impressed, yes. Tuck, you recognize this symbol just as you step inside, just long enough to notice it painted on the wall. You've seen the symbol before. This is drawn above the altar in this chapel. Right. It is this crushing wave symbol. It is there is no idols in this chapel, just this symbol drawn on the above the altar on the wall. Now, with that, you guys have not had a whole lot of things to do with the cult of the crushing wave before. But it seems that you have found a grouping of them.
Do we know anything about them?
A little bit. You know, that they are one of the elemental cults. With that religion check with the 19, it is clear. I mean, this is, as soon as you hear crushing wave, you know this is probably somebody that worships the power of water, which you would be correct in. From the surging tides to the deadly maelstroms of the sea to the raging torrents of rivers and floods and the rock-crushing power of ice and glaciers, these cultists see all living creatures as nothing more than trapped water that could one day be free to return to the seas or skies in new form. The seas and deep waters are eager to reclaim the parts of themselves currently held in the blood and bodies of living creatures. And it is, of course, the duty of Crushing Wave initiates to return non-believers to the primal waters by drowning them or shedding their blood. You took... I will even go so far as to say you know that they are almost as patient and stoic as the followers of the Earth Cult. They understand the value of outlasting formidable foes and slowly eroding their defenses, much like water versus stone. However, water can be more flexible and optimistic in their overall philosophy than that of the Earth Cultists that you've dealt with before. Like a flood that seeks the weak point in a levee and then bursts through with ever-growing strength, the water cultists are quick to sense an opening and then act to exploit it.
I'll give Crash a little nudge and point at the symbol, kind of whisper it to him.
Crash, you recognize it as well. Now that it is pointed out by Tuck.
Oh, right. The water people.
Mm-hmm. Do you step into the chapel, or are you just kind of getting this is the chapel and move on, and we're moving? Or do you step into the chapel?
I stepped into the chapel just to look at it.
Okay.
More.
So you step into the chapel. Is anybody going with him?
Yeah, I'm following the tour. I'll go with you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I go inside.
All right. So you step inside and you see this priestess here steps up and says, "Welcome, my children." And you see this this priest. Now that you get a good look at them, they definitely have a look going on here. You see that if you had any doubt whatsoever who these people were, you would no longer. It is
Seaweed.
It is seaweed.
Sure.
I swear to God, it is seaweed. Yep.
Wearing a salad?
He's wearing a salad as a skirt.
Huh.
And you see that the oh, that's not flattering. Okay. All right, hold on. I have to show you what his assistants look like, even though keep in mind what this guy looks like, okay? Okay, I'm going to even leave his little picture over here. This is the other people that are with him. That's not a good look for her.
Weird body angle.
Right?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Right?
that's all it is. That's all it is.
I'm like, that's
it's
not
just drawn
flattering.
strange. Yeah, it's just drawn from a weird angle.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Legs just don't line up.
No.
No, they don't.
No.
No, they don't.
Yeah, so
No.
there's two of the ladies and then the priest. So that is what is in this room with you guys here. And the priest comes up, like, I really like the token art. The token art for the ladies is fine. That totally fine. It's the everything below that picture that has a problem with.
You just gave up on the rest of it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I'm like, don't want to body
This
shame
picture,
here.
I don't.
But
I
it's
missed
not body shaming. It's angle shaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's called angle shaming.
angle shame.
Yeah, it's just the way the feet are positioned just really.
You know what it
contorts
was?
everything.
She
Yeah.
didn't get the memo to turn and put the
Yeah.
other way. Yep. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, she didn't.
And on
She,
the
yeah, you
hip.
gotta lead with the foot. To,
Yeah, she didn't get that
led with the
memo.
wrong foot, wrong leg. Yeah.
All right, so the priest comes up as you guys step in, and he says, "Well, welcome to my chapel. Welcome." And as soon as she knows that she has a slightly, and the priest is actually female, has a somewhat captive audience, she launches into an extensive sermon about the truth of the deep waters and the great revelations to come. And everybody give me an insight check, because it's really funny if you actually catch what's going on here. Oh, good job, Foxora.
I know. That was
Or
awesome.
two. Two is
Wow,
I'm in
guys.
the back, I'm sitting down, kind of nodding off a little bit.
Okay, Foxora and New Kit, you guys both catch that the two assistants here, as soon as this priest launches into this speech and this sermon, completely roll their eyes and look bored. But the priest, no concept of that happening, just keeps on going. She drones on and 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 on. Does anybody do anything?
Oh.
She's like telling you all about how the The deep waters hold all of the answers, and there will be great revelations to come, you know, if you venture into these deep waters. And, like, it is the complete and utter sales pitch to the Cult of the Crushing Wave.
What do I see on the altar?
There is nothing actually, no idols on the altar. It is just, like, you see that there is some shells and some very water-esque items.
Water-esque item.
So, like, there's some seaweed, there's some shells, there, you know, that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm going to move things around telekinetically.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to try to stack the thing. Like in a little...
Okay.
You know, like a balance tower? I had a friend who would always try to balance weird things on each other.
That's you can tell your players are bored when they start stacking dice.
Right.
It's like, that is the dead giveaway for a dungeon master. If your players start stacking their dice, you know that it's time to move on to do something else. Yes.
I dated a guy who always stacked his chips. Not just stacked them, would make patterns out of the little slick things on the side when he got bored.
Okay. Yeah, that would be me. Yeah. Yep.
In D&D, that's like a cue for a random encounter.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. All right. So yeah, Nuke It. You can do it with no problem. I just really want to get a performance check to see how well you stack these items.
Okay. Come on, baby. I'll use build for success if I have to. I'll waste it on this thing.
Okay.
I was literally about to give you guidance. Sorry, I was about to speak up, and it just didn't come out right
It's
in
okay.
time.
Well, I could have given myself guidance, I suppose.
Sure. Let's do all of the things. So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
So what is your ability do? First and foremost.
It's 1d4, just like guidance.
Okay,
It adds
so
1d4.
So roll 2d4 to it. We'll say you do have guidance as well.
Come on, let's roll good. There we go. That's
All
not
right,
bad.
7. So 17 total. Yeah, you do well. You actually. I will even say that. Oh, that works. There's your 4.
I didn't realize it rolled when I clicked on the
Look at that.
ability. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. So you get it all situated, and there's, you know, you kind of make like a little pyramid kind of concept, and then there's some seaweed on there. You kind of drape it over the top, and it kind of looks a little bit like a pine tree or so.
Actually, to look like a hammer.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'm a cleric of Moradin.
There you go. That works. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So it kind of looks a little bit, you know, the best that you can do with the shells that are there. Yeah, totally. All right. And let's see here. Let's actually roll for these people just to see their perception. Does either one of them notice? Nope. Neither one of these people notices.
I was gonna say, I think the servants would notice and laugh, or at least try not to laugh.
Oh,
It sounds like-
one of them totally does. Yeah, one of them totally does. But she can't figure out who's doing it, but she notices it's happening. And just kind of
Cool.
And instead of like paying attention to the sermon, she just standing there just staring at this stuff that's moving all by itself.
Nice.
She's like, "Huh. Well, that's weird, but interesting, but it's better than listening to the speech." Yeah, so you
Never done that before, right?
Right, exactly. It's like, huh. All right. Well, guess I'm going to write about that in my journal tonight. Okay. All right. So with that, yeah, the priest goes on.
And on.
And
Sorry.
you notice finally the guy comes back. Like he left when you guys went in. He left. He's like, nope. I know what's nope. And he comes back and he says, excuse me. And says, Droshin, it is, dinner has been called. I'm sorry to interrupt, but our guests need to have their meal so that they can get a good night's rest before their travels tomorrow. And Droshin says, so be it, so be it. And you are apparently dismissed at that time period by this priest.
Did someone wake me up?
I hear food and immediately pop up. Whoop, food.
Everybody give me a perception check as you're walking out to see what her response is as she turns around to see this altar.
Okay.
Okay. As you all step out, Foxora, you look back and you see this priestess turns around, sees this hammer-shaped thing on her altar, turns to her assistant and says, "Which one of you did this?"
No.
And they're both like, "Neither of us. We don't touch the altar." And she says, "One of you must have done it. You did it behind my back." And as the doors close, you hear her yelling at her assistants for making a mockery of her altar.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping she would think her god talked to her. Oh,
Yeah.
shucks.
Nope. Nope. All right. So you are taken for food. You are then escorted, asked if there's anything else that you guys might need. If not, you can head for your bed for the evening. Is there anything that you need?
Were we eating in the mess hall with a bunch of people?
You are. You do, yeah. You see that there's a combination of what looks to be more the guards. You see some of the carpenters and stuff. And you see what you now can clock as cult members. As they are very much cult members.
The crashing wave element, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I could just kind of eavesdrop and overhear, were any of them discussing what they were actually doing here? I'm just quite interested in why they would start rebuilding this place out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
While they were eating, just kind of...
Give me a perception check while you are in this, in here trying to overhear some stuff. Okay. Oh, that was so close to that 20 right there. That was so close.
We just on a 1.
That's true. That's just true. Okay, so you do not overhear them talking about why they're rebuilding it. However, you do catch that, Grimjaw seems to be, you do catch, like, him talking to one of his lieutenants about, there is this, various reports of gangs of bandits and smugglers throughout the area. You catch that, part of the paperwork that he'd been dealing with were, like, reports of that, some routine notes about, supplies and boats, sailings and whatnot. But the one thing that really stood out that you overheard was he received a letter that was unsigned about this caravan traffic in Red Larch. It notes the arrival of a band of troublemakers with a racial mix that is very similar to you guys.
What?
I would definitely. I'd use message to just quietly
That's a
whisper that to
turn.
everybody in the party. Once I found that out, that's quite alarming. That, well, for one, I've never been called a troublemaker, but two, that somebody's keeping tabs on us. I don't know if we can fully trust these people.
Right.
I haven't fully yet.
We're on our way to the bunkhouse, I guess. Is it the evening already, or do they have
It
a
is.
tavern or someplace?
They do not. They do not have a tavern. Nope, they do not.
Do they have afternoon tea?
It's past dinner time. You could
Damn
go
it.
in and you could go in into the kitchen and get some tea if you want.
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd
Okay.
walk over there.
Yeah, you can. Not a problem. They will fix you some tea. Yep, not a problem. All right. So, with that, is anybody else doing anything else?
Just
I
trying to
want to
recollect.
inspect their boats.
Okay. You go over and you see the well, there's a couple of the boats like the one that you came in. You know, nothing real special, just very simple boats. As in like to bring stuff across, the river or whatnot. Small boats. And then there is the larger boat that is moored over there, the River Maid. And as you kind of look and you're kind of inspecting over there, do you walk over to it, Crash?
I do.
Okay. As you walk over, and you're kind of up on the top here, you see there's two people that seem to be here on the deck of the ship. You see what looks to be a water genasi. Kind of seems to be perhaps the captain of the ship. And you see a halfling person as well. You had kind of watching as you walked over, seen a couple others that seem to be on the ship and on and off, loading whatnot, but they do not seem to be visible at the moment. And as you come up, you see the captain kind of steps up a little bit and says, I am the captain. What can I do for you? And somebody want to pronounce that name for me? Because that's one of those fun, who knows fantasy names.
Shoalar?
Sure.
Cholar Quandaril.
Sure.
Go with that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of vowels.
As we have learned, fantasy names are bullshit.
Right.
So it's true. This is why you guys can choose whatever names you want. You're gonna get a nickname if it's something I can't pronounce. All right.
Yeah, I kind of ran face first and vowels.
You did very much so. Yes. Although Tuckaram is not the hardest name that you guys have chosen for me. So, but Crash he introduces himself and he says, "What can I do for you?"
Well, the man at the sea, and just wanted to inspect yourself. How quality is it?
Oh, well, this is my baby here. I mean, you're welcome to come on in. That's fine. come on. And you see he welcomes you onto the ship. You see that there is a little rope ladder that leads from the top of the wall down to the deck of the ship. You see hatchways that kind of lead down to the boat's cabin from one at the bow, one at the stern. He says, he kind of gives you the little bit of a tour. You see you go below deck to the boat's cabin, and there is a very cramped bunkhouse below deck, where you see the other two of the crew members here. And yeah, it is a fairly well-manufactured and well-maintained ship. You see it's got some supplies and stuff within it. You see that there is some amongst the cargo here. You see there's some casks of ale. Looks to be possibly barrels of salted fish. There's several bundles of what looks to be beaver and sable pelts, as well as a kind of a large-looking chest that is like wood and iron, kind of locked. Seems to be a pretty sturdy chest. All right, and yeah, so he kind of gives you this tour, and you guys come back up to the top, and he says, "Well, I hope that it passes your approval. One seafaring man to another."
Thank you. It was very informative. Cool.
Well, we appreciate it. We're gonna be leaving in the morning, so it was a good time to come and inspect it. Let me know if you ever need a job back on a ship. Maybe we can find some room for you.
Thanks. I'll let you know. I'll head back to the group.
All right. You head back to the group. All right. So with that, you have found a location of the Crashing Wave Cultists. Seems to be fairly nice. They don't seem to have any suspicion of you. So is there anything, knowing now what you know, that these are cultists, is there anything that you guys wish to do?
Refresh my memory, way back in Red Larch, were the cultists, any of them considered dangerous, or were
very
they all
much
just
so? Yep, very much so. You know that there's all of the elemental prophets and stuff that seem to be causing their own bits of trouble, and there's been a lot of elemental trouble around. Mainly you have dealt with the earth, the Black Earth, but now having found these water guys, as well as potentially the air, it seems that they are getting ready for something. Because it is getting more and more obvious that these guys exist.
And
it seems that
are we alone in the barracks?
You are not. You are not alone in the barracks. Nope. Nope. You see that there's some people that are sleeping. You've got some of them have gone out, on patrol. Others have come back in. and are sleeping. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to quietly tell everybody that I don't know if I've told y'all yet, but I picked up a new ability.
Uh-oh.
And if anybody would like to be invisible for an hour, just let me know.
Cindy and the invisibility.
You could probably look around a little easier if you're interested in looking around. So.
I just don't feel like we're really seeing what's going on here. I mean, rebuilding, but they're shipping supplies out. Really, when you're rebuilding, aren't you bringing things in? And overhearing what they said about us being troublemakers, and it looks like somebody's keeping tabs on us. I just doesn't feel right.
Is anyone interested in taking a little look-see around? Probably less likely to be noticed.
I would, but I have no stealth. That would be horrible.
Yeah, I'm fairly stealthy. I could give it a try. I wouldn't mind looking around, taking a peek. You know, we didn't see all the buildings, did we?
You did not.
Just to know where these supplies are coming from, and maybe check out the rest of the Great Hall area, I guess. Yes, yeah, Foxora. If you don't mind, I wouldn't mind being a bit visible for a second.
Okay, so I will cast invisibility on Moonshine.
Okay.
It's good for 1 hour, and I am concentrating while I'm doing that.
Okay. All right. You are concentrating. All right. So, with your newfound invisibility, where are you going? What you doing?
Well, I think first I'll head to the Great Hall. Is
Okay.
it late? Is there anybody patrolling?
You see that there is 2 of the what you now have deemed as cultists in there. However, the leader and his other guide are not.
Do you need me to roll a stealth check?
I do.
And straight up, or do I have advantage?
You have advantage because you are invisible. Okay.
Well done.
Okay. I see you. All right. So.
No, you don't see him.
I see how this is working. All right.
I actually went back to the chapel. I just told you I was going to the Great Hall.
All right. So, with that, yeah, you see the door is open to the kitchen. These guys are playing cards. And you, all right, you see there is another door right here. But I would like for you to give me a perception check, please.
I probably don't have advantage, so just 13.
13 is good enough. As you are stepping around, very quietly, you get over here and you're thinking about opening this door when you notice that there is a secret door right here. And it is just barely, it is cracked open.
Okay. And the 2 people, they're playing cards?
They are. Yep.
I think I'm going to use
Keep in mind, if you cast a spell, make them do a saving throw, or what is it? Or target attacks or cast a spell. If you do any of that, you will lose your invisibility.
Make sure you touch people as well. X or cast. Okay, so I can't cast spells. Gotcha. Thank you.
I heard where you were going with that, so.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might. I'm just going to take. I have on me. Does it look like they're really engaged in what they're doing, or does it feel?
They do. They are playing war.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's a very serious game.
Right, ever so quietly. I'm gonna wait for like a big argument over a draw or something, and I'm gonna try and sneak in this door quickly. And
you can, and you find a stairwell. That the spiral staircase that descends downward.
Oh wow! I just love going down. Yep, I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
Stairs. Do I hear anything before I go down the stairs? For anybody?
Give me a perception check.
This is a bad night for me to be rolling.
I know, right?
No, maybe not.
Holy moly! All right. I mean, perfect timing. As you kind of pull that door, kind of closed a little bit, you do not hear anybody. However, you do hear what sounds like water.
Okay.
Do you go down?
Yeah, I've got dark visions. I don't need the light necessarily. I'm going kind of steady pace, quietly, as long as I don't hear anything or see anything that.
Okay, so you head downward, and you are going to be going to the bottom corner of the map. As you arrive down to the bottom of the staircase here, and you find a boat landing. At the bottom of the stairs, you find a torch-lit chamber where two boats bob in an underground stream. The stream flows towards the east and leads upstream into darkness towards the west.
So does it feel like it's heading towards that gate that was blocking the
possibly
that direction? Mm-hmm. Is there any crates or supplies down here?
There are not. However, give me a perception check, please.
Man, I'm the wrong person to be doing
I know, you're doing well with this, though. All right. So, okay, you do not see anyone around. No supplies, just two boats, just bobbing in the water.
Right. And if I look in the boats, are they just empty other than like oars?
The oars, yeah. You see that going this way takes you to darkness. Going this way, it seems to be lighter. Now, it is the middle of the night, so it's not, daylight per se, but you get, like, moonlight out this direction.
Okay, all right.
To give you the idea that is probably the leading out.
Somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing on the walls or anything. It's just a.
Doesn't seem to be. Nope.
All right. I know I don't want to be down here too long and get caught, so I'm going to try and.
Okay.
Back up the stairs.
You head back up, and you are able to head back up to the up the stairs to where you came in, and you can come back out to the Great Hall. They are still arguing.
Okay.
Yep. They are very, they take this game very serious. It's like, it's that, that time when you just learned how to play and it is all that you want to play and you are going to be the best person at playing this game that ever was. Mm-hmm.
Go
ahead and search the table.
Is Grimmar's papers and everything
still
there? Can I kind of, without ruffling any of them, because I don't want to make any noise, I read anything that is visible?
All right, so give me a investigation check, please. Look at that. All
I'm
right.
better at.
Yeah.
Reading, I'm good at.
So there are some various reports of gangs and bandits and smugglers throughout the area, buried in like the piles of paper on the table, along with like routine notes about their supplies, boats sailing on the river, logbooks, manifests taken from plundered ships, and like honestly, for what is in essence pirates, these guys are pretty spot on in reporting exactly what loot they took, but the location descriptions, not as precise. For example, like you see one paper that says, wagon load of flour near B. Or 40 silver pieces, traveler near W.
Okay, so these guys are, they're kind of the central hub of all the bandits that we've been hearing about. It sounds
Possibly. And you do find the paper that he was talking about, the detailed caravan traffic from Red Larch, and the note of an arrival of a band of troublemakers that matched your descriptions. The letter itself is unsigned, but the unusual handwriting mixes block letters and script, which is weird. With that 20, you get that is just weird.
okay. I'm gonna actually pocket that one if
Okay.
I can without making too much noise, because I don't care if that he notices it's gone. He'll blame somebody. But I'd like the rest of my party to see that, and that might actually go towards helping uncover this. Okay.
Okay.
It's probably getting close to my hour. I know I
It
don't want to
is.
stay out here too long. Is this door unlocked?
It is. It is, in fact. You want to open that one?
Just want to kind of
Peek
listen
in?
first and then peek in.
Okay. You hear some voices in there. And you open it up to find this plain dormitory features 6 bunk beds and a small wooden table and chairs, as well as 2 large laundry tubs and several baskets full of dirty clothes and linens. You see that there are 3 people in here at the moment. Yeah, give me an insight check, please.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad that rolled back. All right.
I don't
So,
even look at the digital anymore. It just I was like,
yeah, but I was like, it was going to be a 4, and I'm like, come on. All right, 11's good. So, it is pretty obvious to you, just by the state of affairs, that these people are probably not here of their own accord.
The ones in this particular room are prisoners?
Uh-huh.
Or drafted?
Servants.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not everybody is here for the same reasons. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Any of them match the descriptions we were given for the missing delegation party? One was like a moon elf.
They do not. These all seem to be human. Yep.
I don't want to scare them. Voices coming out of nowhere can tend to do that.
And yeah, you know your time is quickly coming to an end.
So I'm going to make my way back to the party.
Okay.
Kind of following the wall and.
Foxora, you know your spell is running out of time, and you haven't seen or heard Foxora. I mean, you haven't heard Moonshine in quite a while. But it is as you feel your spell drop that all of a sudden you see Moonshine right where they were when they left.
Oh, good. I make an audible sigh.
Okay.
Oh, my heart's still racing a little bit from all that. But I'll relay all that information just for brevity's sake.
Okay.
And are any of you very good at recognizing signatures and stuff? On this note, talking about us, and doesn't really say who it's from.
It does not.
Is there a history check or anything that may have gone along with, say, the constable of Red Larch or something? I don't remember seeing anything with their writing on it.
You did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
You did not. Nope. You unfortunately did not see anything with their writing.
Yeah. And I think we should probably put this place out of business. It seems like these are the main focus. This is where all the bandits and stuff are traveling their goods through. But not everybody here is actually bandits. There are some here that are more just servants. So you all suppose we should do about this?
It's a good question, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
if at all
yeah,
possible, if these people are being held against their will, I would like to try and help them. But I know we have things we need to do.
We are out here to try and stop the bandits and probably kind of disband some of these elemental cultists that are popping up all over the countryside.
Okay.
Yeah, we already saw the sheet or the thing that said that we're the brigands and the miscreants already.
Oh, it's not the first time I've been called a miscreant.
True facts.
That I take no offense to that.
All right. Well, you know what? I believe that this is a great place for us to take our break and then come back and figure out what you guys are going to do. So we will be back in just a few minutes. And we are back to DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. Just a reminder that we are raising money for Extra Life for our local children's hospital. We are at $1,100 of our $2,000 goal. We are actually going on this Saturday to play an Extra Life D&D adventure. We're going to go find... I got to find one first, but we're going to go with a Christmas theme because, I mean, it is that time of the year. And there are a bunch of different Christmas ones, so join us for that. All right, back to where we were. In the middle of a cultist retreat here at the River Guard Keep, you have found a hidden boat landing underneath the main rooms here. So... my party, what are you doing? It is the middle of the night now. At this point.
Ooh.
So what are you going to do?
We could try to free the servants, and maybe if we capture Grimjaw, do you think the rest of them might disband?
Sounds like a plan.
I think that's as great a plan as any other plan we have right now.
It's plan. It's pretty much the enthusiasm going there.
As far as servants go, have we seen them when we were walking around anywhere other than maybe the Great Hall? Like did we see
The kitchen and the servant area.
Okay, so just those two rooms.
Yep. Yep. Seems like they are being kept in those two rooms. Yep.
And way out of this compound, is that the west?
This
gate?
door,
over here where we have
Yep.
the...
Yep, right there. That is the double door out to the west.
There's the boats that I found, which...
You did. That are underground.
Underground, okay.
Mm-hmm. Not
Underground boats.
Not quite sure where that's going to lead. Well, hello, Uncle Ragnarok giving out treat time. Hey, Ragnarok, did you hear? Tomorrow is Dylan's birthday. He's going to be 13 years old. Hey, Dylan, you want some extra treats? He was just going to go cuddle with Tori and wait, what? All right, treats. There we go. Everybody's so excited. All right. It's a party, because it's party mix. Huh? She does. All right. Then tomorrow needs treat time for off-stream game. It's true. And you guys, he's giving out healing potions. It seems that this party might need it as they try to free some slaves and stuff. All right. I will give you this. The towers... they're towers. There's people in them. There's towers.
We've already told the new guys we're on night duty now, so they're not going to be launched, right?
Yep. All right. So, what do you want to do? You know that the slaves and stuff are over here in the kitchen and the little slave area. And actually, they are all in the slave area now, as no one is in the kitchen.
Is the ferry boat guy in cahoots with these elemental cultists?
What's the theory I got from him while I was with him?
Well, I mean, it's really hard to read if he is or not. He seemed more along the lines of the rebuilding team, but you do not know if that means he's lower level on the spectrum or if he is just hired help.
Yeah, maybe try to get the servants out of here, and anybody that wants to leave can leave. Otherwise, if they want to put up a fight, then I guess they might have to hold them back.
It's up to you. What you want to do?
It's the middle of the night. Is it? Are the patrols on the walls, or
there is patrols on the walls. There's people that are out in the courtyard. There's just people wandering all over everywhere.
Sounds like New York.
I mean, pretty much. Yep.
A port that never sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
We could just walk
or Vegas
along here and just kind of fit in, work our way there. I'm not much for military planning, though. I'm more of a knowledge seeker.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to rescue the servants or slaves? Do you want to fight the whatevers? What do you want to do? Where are you going to go first, I should say?
Well,
I think we wouldn't be very successful ferrying the slaves out.
I mean, why are we here? What is the purpose for... I mean, we just landed here, right? I mean...
They helped to get you
like
across the river.
A side quest.
These are bandits, and this is
Right.
also the Crashing Wave Elementalist cultists, both of which causing a lot of trouble in this area.
Sure.
I don't think they're good people. I mean, some of these might not be here of their own free will, but everybody else.
Good schmud.
Wait a minute.
What?
Have they heard of the nefarious roving bandit group that is us from the missives and the sheets of paper all around the area?
I mean, you know that the leader did, and maybe a couple of others, but not sure if everybody knows that.
Wow.
It's up to you. What you gonna do? Do you want to completely start a fight here in the River Guard Keep? Do you want to sleep and move on the next day and know that these people are here and you now know where one of the locations are? Do you want to use all of the healing potions that you just got from Dylan because you're going to start a fight? What are you going to do?
Well, you know, did we get a sense of how many folks are here? I mean, we're a pretty small party.
There's quite a few.
Compared to a garrison of... And I don't know if it's a great idea to start a fight with him.
I totally agree with New Kid. we would be overrun, or lowly level 4s.
I mean, we could die valiantly.
You could. You could be my first TPK.
Is a bard, they could try to...
TPK.
Yep.
Well, I'm a adventure.
If one of us is a bard, I could, do what I can to keep you alive so you can make it out alive and tell a good tale.
It's true.
Oh, that's me. That's my job. Tell a tale.
Mm-hmm.
We would all go to Valhalla.
Right?
Oh, well, maybe you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not me.
How much armor did it look like?
You saw a lot of leather.
Armor.
A lot of leather armor.
They're like mostly bandits, you said?
Yep.
So maybe a lot of my kind?
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of like leather, scimitars, crossbows. Yeah.
I'm not a rogue, I was just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't look like they were experienced fighters. Is that what you're saying? More like thuggish type fighters?
The ones that kind of came across as like the carpenter type came more like the thugs. There is some that seem to be much more capable.
I would imagine there'd be a few of them.
The two in the chapel with the priest seem to be guard-ish. The ones that were in the Great Hall that were playing cards very much came across as guards. Yeah. So there's some that seem very much well trained. But most of them come across as thugs. Yep.
We could leave in the morning and report them to Red Larch and maybe even Summit Hall to have them come and deal with this. It seemed like they were moving all their supplies somewhere else. Like maybe we should find out where those are going.
No,
Okay.
just a boatload seems to be going. Not necessarily saying specifically, but yeah, it doesn't specifically say that they're moving it, like moving their plans. But yeah. Yep. So, it is up to you what you would like to do. Do you want to just report them to the next people, or do you want to try to take people with you?
If we try to take the Sways with us at the dead of night and leave before they notice, would that work?
Perhaps.
I could send a message to the servants in their quarters. Might be a little freaked out hearing a voice in their head that they aren't used to seeing, but I could, be coordinate with them to get them out of here.
Well,
The hardest part of D&D, the planning, that will never work.
Most plans never work anyways. We should probably just do something.
The best part of D&D, the planning. Does it work? Never. But no, it is up to you what you would wish to do.
well,
Well, I trust the brains to figure this out because I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, going Leroy Jenkins. This is fun.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. Yep.
I think we have another goal, so I don't think we should try to start something with these guys until we've got a little more juice behind us.
Okay.
But I'm not the, I don't know who's the leader of the party. So
We were just traveling to the Feathergale Spire, but
yes, we're trying to take care of the Feathergale Knights.
I think I counted 30 people in the fort.
Give or take.
That's
not all of them are. Yeah, but not all of them are necessarily here of their own free will.
True.
Man.
It's up to you. I know, it's so difficult because I gave you all the bad guys and all the good guys, and it's like, what you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna send a message to somebody I would have recognized when I was getting my food. I would have been chatting it up on my dinner. Says, "This is Moonshine. Kind of overheard you guys talking. Doesn't seem like you want to be here. You need help getting out of here?" And I'll see if they freak out or if they reply.
Okay.
Using the message spell.
All right. So you do so. You send a message, and all right, they do respond. You get one of them that you recognize as. Let's see here. Let me get to that section. we'll say, um, we'll say this one response. That is Grom. And
I'm the brave.
Grom. Yep. All right.
Oh, Grom.
You get a response back from Grom that says, I remember you. Well, some of us do want to be here, but some do not. I mean, not tough enough to be one of the warriors. So I'm pressed into service in the kitchen instead. That is pretty much what you get with that.
Okay. So even the servants are necessarily wanting to leave. They just didn't qualify to be a thug.
Mm-hmm. Or at least some of them, anyway.
I'll relay that to the rest of the party. Well, but what do you want to do? We got daylight's coming. We got to move quickly if we're gonna do this thing.
Keep in mind, if you do not rest, you have the chance for exhaustion.
Right.
Oh, damn.
Took a nap during that hour sermon.
That's true, right? Right?
I was
True.
fast asleep.
True facts.
Doing that 2 hours.
True facts. True facts. Yep, true facts.
Man, it's just. I want to help the slaves, but I think we may just have to put this one on our books to come back.
I don't know. It might be quite a story to tell, right, Foxora?
It would be a great story, and you know me, I love a good story above all else.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, my friends, what you gonna do?
Well, only know of two ways out, and both are blocked either by the chain on the water or the doors. Is that a porticus? Porticus?
Portcullis?
Portcullis, yes. Also.
Hollis.
Here, no.
You're welcome. I was enjoying it though. That's okay. I have certain words like that I can't do. So
I mean,
I can't.
A bunch of little bars that you can look through and can't.
Exactly.
Y'all have been playing with me long enough to know words are hard.
I was thinking of where all these little circles are here.
No. Nope. Nope. So it is up to you what you guys want to do. Do you just go to sleep for the night and rest, or do you continue on?
I'm gonna vote we free those that want to free, and we try to escape out of here. Dawn.
Okay.
I'm only voting one way.
How do we think we're going to get out? That's my question. Do we think we're going to be able to commandeer a boat? Do we think we're going to be able to convince the captain of the Sea Maid or whatever it is to join us? River Maid, that's it.
Well, there is that hidden boat landing that was found.
There was two boats, and we could paddle them upstream, and nobody'd even know where we went. But I don't know where that stream went either. Ash, you're pretty good with boats, right?
Yeah, I've been with boats before. I'm very good with boats.
It's up to you. Do you wish? Is that how you're going to get them out?
It might be the quietest way without alarming the most people.
Okay.
Hey, talk about the boats from the bottom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the-
stairway that led me down to a cavern below.
How many people can you make invisible, Foxborough?
Just one, unfortunately. I'm pretty low in the
In the
developmental
invisible-
process.
Okay.
I mean, we go into the Great Hall, bar the doors, do any guards that are in there, and make our escape.
Sounds like a
It's sim-
plan.
Keep it simple,
I think
right?
so.
Sounds like a plan.
What
Sounds like
could,
an awesome plan.
what could go wrong?
All right.
Nothing
But
ever.
Nothing ever.
We're heading out for a
Well-
midnight snack. I don't think we're gonna sneak across this field very quietly, so might as well look like we belong here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's night. It's in the middle of the night, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Middle of the night. What could go wrong?
And how
Well-
far from the service place to the underground boats?
So, I'm gonna take you right here. It's literally right next to the servants area.
Just a set of stairs
So
and a secret door.
the room is here, and the secret door is right there.
Okay, so if we get stopped, who's our face? Who's gonna do the negotiating?
Basora, I think.
Yeah.
Happily do it. I'll happily do it. I don't know how well it'll go, but I will happily do it. I can be
Who's
pretty
next in
persuasive.
line? Or
I can be pretty persuasive when I need to be.
When you need to be.
well,
I'm good at maybe immobilizing, not very good at persuading, but I can immobilize.
who's next in line for convincing folks that?
I'm-
Probably. Well, who has?
I've got a 2. I'm proficient at it, so I've got a 2.
Yeah.
Yep, probably you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any. I'm
Mhm.
just the meat, the muscle.
So who's gonna get us out of things if
Foxora
go
does it.
south? if Foxora fails, who's gonna get us out of things?
Magic wand. I'm gonna start zapping.
Battle axe.
Say, the wand of magic missile.
Well, who would that
Yep.
be? Would that be Tuck or
I think that would be Moonshine.
Moonshine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
well, I'm gonna bring up my emboldening bond.
Okay.
I mean,
When
that,
we're 10
that probably works. I mean, if we're fighting, I'm thinking the 2 fighters are what Tuck and Crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you can add 4 to all kinds of rolls. So
Oh man.
Okay. So we doing this?
We're doing it.
All right.
yeah, when I can estimate that I think it's going to be about 10 minutes for us to get down to the boats is when
Uh-huh.
I'm going to put up an emboldening bond on Fox, Sora, and
Okay.
Moonshine.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you are going to. All right, you're gonna do this.
We're doing it.
All right. So are you trying to be stealthy in this manner? At least to start with.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
going to
it.
be inconspicuously stealthy. How about that?
Okay.
I mean,
I got a 0, so of course I'm gonna try.
You're totally gonna be stealthy. All right. Perfect, Moonshine.
Yeah, there I'm
Perfect.
back to rolling. There I'm
Uh-huh.
back to rolling.
and every turn you can add a D4 to one thing if you call it ahead
Oh.
of time.
Why did it do
wonderful.
2?
Because you have heavy armor on? What armor do you have on? If you have chainmail, it's disadvantage on stealth.
I have chainmail.
That's why.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I mean,
tried to stealth. to
I
see how
love
it's-
I love the roll there, Tuck.
I'm just smashing my forehead on the walls.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Yep. Nuka, yeah, you're good. With the armor aspect. All right. So you guys feel fairly confident in your stealth. Mm-hmm.
I am completely invisible. Y'all don't even see me. Nobody sees me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, totally confident in your stealth. All right. So yeah, you guys head in, and the first thing that you notice is that those people that were playing cards, not there anymore. You don't see any guards in here.
Let's get in and bar the door.
Okay.
None of us are named Katie. So.
It's true.
Sorry.
All right. That was pretty funny.
Old.
Yep, that was funny. I will, you know what, for that, I will give you inspiration, because that was pretty funny.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Should we all get in and I can drag this big table up against the door?
I like that idea. If we can all get into this room, at least, even if there are a few people in here,
Right.
say guards in the barracks or something, it's less people to have to go up against.
All right.
Right. Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, you feel fairly confident in your stealth. You are gonna do this. You are all able to move into this main great hall. Now, keep in mind, there are stairs that go up to the second floor here on the top, north and south ends of this great hall, as well as the spiral staircase that goes downward.
Quietly move the table to block the doors then.
Okay.
You just long nail on a chalkboard.
I was gonna say, it goes across the floor.
Nobody will notice. It'll be fine.
No, I get some bacon grease, throw it on the floor.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So you move the table to block the door. You feel fairly confident that you have blocked that door, meaning that the only concerns you have currently are the ones from the spiral staircase that you have no idea where it goes, and the two doors that go upwards.
Are you all going with them?
Are you?
I think we're all here, aren't we?
Did
Yeah,
everybody
I
go?
thought we're all going to the boats to get the heck out of here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go down the spiral staircase for once we
Mm-hmm.
find out who wants to leave. Don't all want to leave, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but
Oh, not everybody wants to leave. I want to leave.
No,
Well,
it's
the-
in the
Of the servants
Mm-hmm.
/ prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
type
Oh,
thing.
that's what we're doing?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
saving them.
No.
It's a
We're
break.
saving them at the same time.
Oh my God, I'm not on board with this. I need to go to the boats and leave. Oh my God.
You
I
could
thought
have
we
just
were going to
walked.
steal the boats and leave.
You could have just walked out. You don't have to steal the boats if you're not taking the prisoners.
as far as we knew, there's no aggression towards us. We could have left in the morning.
Mhm.
Got a good night's rest, but I'm not a fan of leaving people behind.
That's why I was asking.
Oh my God.
See, some DMs dangle familiars, some DMs dangle slaves. It works. Just gotta know your players. Yep. All right.
They're being taken advantage of.
It's not a good- it's not a
I
good
too
horror
am
story to say, "Oh, we
disgusted by
walked
their
around."
conditions, but we're not in any shape to help them. But we'd make excellent slaves.
You would make excellent slaves. Yeah, you would definitely make excellent slaves for these guys. I'm sure they would
I thought we were
appreciate it.
sneaking off to get the boats and steal them away.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
kind of doing that. We're just
Sure,
taking
we-
one or two with us.
Exactly. We're just taking some people with us.
Yeah. They're
There's just an added step.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't know yet, but we're gonna make them row.
I was just thinking that.
The workday's not over yet.
I was just thinking that too. I was
We're
like,
turning them into our
They
servants
go
now.
from one master to another.
mhm,
You're free. Now row the boat.
right? I was actually thinking, yeah, you're just gonna free them so that they can row the boat for you, and then you said that, and I'm like, yes, exactly. Mhm. All right. So this has been a fun half hour figuring all this out. By the way,
I know.
uh-huh.
We're so good at decision making.
So good, so good. All right.
Just amazing.
Yep. This is one of those things where, as a dungeon master, I probably should have put a stop to this like a half hour ago. But I'm enjoying it as much as anything, so I'm not gonna stop it because it's funny.
I'm sure the looks from Tor are like, they're what?
Yeah. No. Nope. She's like, yeah. Okay. Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
she's just going, yeah, that's them.
She's like, welcome to our regular Friday tables.
Nobody walks into a place and just walks away. Come on. that's
I
no
mean,
fun.
right? Like I said, dangle the familiars, dangle the animals, or slaves.
These are bad people. No, they're robbing and killing people to steal their goods.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you or are you not saving the slaves on your way to get these boats?
Yeah.
I'm
I
still
mean,
on
I'm
this
all
with
on
saving.
board with helping them, but I just don't think we're in a strong enough position to.
Oh no, we're trying to avoid a fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trying is the key
Yeah.
operative word in that sentence.
Wait a minute, that's why we at the door.
Mm-hmm.
With a
All right.
200-pound table.
Yep.
With the 200-pound table. It worked.
All right.
Right.
For now.
Who do we think, Foxroy? Can you persuade any of them to come with us, or are we gonna leave them here? That's really what it comes
We're
down
just-
to.
we're
Be
gonna
sure to
give
call
them the
emboldening bond before you roll if you want to use it.
Okay. So you gonna go talk to the slaves?
Yes.
Okay. So you go in and you find all of the people that were working the kitchen and the and stuff in here and doing the laundry and whatnot. You meet a lot of people. There's a lot of them. You meet let's see here. In the people that were working the laundry, you meet Anya, Beard, and Naireen. You learn that they are natives of Wormford and were kidnapped by the cult and brought here to take care of cleaning, cooking, laundry, and waiting on the warriors. Those three are very anxious to escape and head home, but they don't dare try because they are sure that Grimjaw has already, he's already had 2 others flogged to death for attempting to flee. So just for reference, that was this person, and let's see, this person, and this person. So those 3, I'm gonna actually move them off into the room with you over here. Those 3 are definitely on board to leave. You also meet the 5 others that are there. You meet 2 of them that let's see, Lanthna and Auric, who also share that they were they were abducted and held as captives here, and they don't want to be here. So they are both on board for leaving. The other 3, however, are ne'er-do-wells of Wormford. They wanted to be, warriors, but they got pressed. They're not tough enough, and they got pressed into service here. And they do not want to leave.
Force them.
So much so, they may fight you.
Force them to leave.
Well, they don't have to come.
What are you gonna do, Foxora?
I'm going to convince them that they do not need to fight us, and we will leave them alone, but they need to keep their mouths quiet and not alert anybody else.
And why should we do that when you're stealing our slaves?
Do you really want to be slave owners? Is that it? I mean, is that what you... Is that really what you got into this to do? To
No.
not... Is being a slave owner really honoring your beliefs?
I mean, it's what we got. You're taking the people who are doing our laundry.
Do you not know how to do your own laundry? Did your mother not teach you to do your laundry?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. I'm giving myself guidance along with it.
That's fair.
So there's my...
Oh,
crap.
Oh,
I might as well
man.
not even roll my D4, but I'm gonna roll it.
Do it.
Roll it.
You gotta do it.
You've got emboldening also.
Oh, I got emboldening too. That's
Mhm.
right. Okay, let me put my
I
emboldening
could
on it.
give you guidance. I would have given you guidance
Yeah.
maybe before if
Well, she
if Susan
guided.
allowed
She
it.
guided herself. So,
Oh.
We're
so
up to
11. He's really hard to read. You're not sure if it's that he didn't learn how to do laundry or if he just doesn't like doing laundry. He's really hard to read.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's the latter.
To
I
be
really
fair,
do.
I don't really like doing laundry either.
Me either.
To be perfectly honest, don't really like doing laundry.
I'm not gonna enslave somebody else to do it for me.
I mean,
I'm-
it's true.
I'm gonna take the time to cast bless on the three of us,
Okay.
so I should be concentrating.
Okay.
Not for that roll, but for the next roll. So
Mhm.
you can use bless plus emboldening bond. So
Okay.
and technically guidance. It's crazy.
Yep. All the things.
I got all the things.
All the
Right.
things. Yep. Yep. Every one of the things. Yep. All right. So with that, these three, like, you get the feeling that he really doesn't care for you. Not at all.
And I've been nothing but nice to him.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't care. Nope.
They seem like very low experience level as far as they were put down here for a reason. Right?
Yep.
They aren't very.
They are not
big
warriors. Nope, they are not warriors. They are not tough enough to be warriors in the eyes of these cultists. So they are now kitchen workers.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them you can step aside and let us go, or you can deal with our swords. Which would you prefer?
Well, if we fight you and take you out, then we will prove ourselves as warriors.
That
Can I-
that is a possibility. I have to say it's a pretty slim possibility, but it is a possibility. You are correct.
What were you going to say, Tuck?
Have they seen me walk in? Because
Uh-huh.
I am like a full-on orc.
You are. You are. They've seen all of you. They know who you are now. There is no doubt they've seen you.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we want to risk them raising the alarm, right?
Yeah. They probably.
I don't know why you wouldn't trust them to not raise the alarm.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift up my hand and my ring's gonna shine a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and start this thing off. I guess.
Okay.
After the room, I've run the three of them.
Okay. All right. You make sure that it's just the three of them.
Yeah, like I don't want the 20 feet to cover.
Oh yeah, no,
XR
they
or
are.
any of that
All three of them are asleep immediately.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, immediately.
Night night.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did you kill them?
Immediately they are asleep.
They're just having really good dreams right now. Just dreaming about being a thug.
Oh, I got you. Well done.
We should probably get out of here pretty quickly, though. They will wake up and catch them.
By the
I
way-
tend to agree with you.
I love that this is one of those underutilized spells that only works in certain situations when like the NPCs only have 4 hit points.
Well, that's what I was worried about. I'm like, "Ugh, I don't know how deep their constitution is.
Nope, they only had 4 hit points. So, yep, you were good. Alright. So with that, they cannot raise an alarm because they are currently asleep.
Good.
So what do you guys do?
Okay, we
Let's
gather
get to the
our 3 people that want to come with us, or no, the 5
5.
people that want to come with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we go down to the secret stairs ASAP. What do you guys think?
Yes, move. Let's move.
Let's
go.
move.
Move. Exactly.
All right. So you take off in this process here. All right. With that, you head down. I need everybody to roll me another stealth check as you proceed to go down this.
Ev-
Go ahead.
Everyone
I'm
has
going to
guidance.
use emboldening bond and bless,
Okay.
just in case.
So we
I'm
all
not
have
very good.
all the things.
Well,
Ah.
so
There's
how
ones
many
of us who do.
how many
Who has a
people?
moldy bond?
Yeah.
I have the
bless.
emboldening bond.
The 3
And-
of us that went on this mission have emboldening bond and bless.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. You. All right. Yep, and stealth. All right. Good job, Tuck.
Jeez.
You're very good at stealth.
So I have 23.
Yep. Makes up for Tuck's 8.
Well, Tuck can roll the. Oh, Tuck is. Oh, we're all now doing this. Okay.
Because if you guys are all going, so.
Got it.
Yep. All right. This is mainly to see if anybody from up above hears you to come down the stairs.
Huh.
All right. So with that,
That's a 17 for me.
it is a 17. I was just counting.
Okay.
Math is hard. All right. So you feel like you might be okay. You might make it out of this. You might have successfully done it. As you head down the stairs and down to this hidden little area with the boats. All right. So with that, all of you are now within the hidden boat landing. All right. So my question for you is, do you go east or do you go west? Do you go towards the moonlight or do you go towards the darkness?
What's the closest to one of their homes, they say? Is that towards moonlight or darkness?
They have no idea. You expect them to know these things. They have no idea.
That special sword, what the battle axe, right? It tells us what direction is what. I
Mhm.
think somebody had.
Oh yeah. Forgot about the battle axe.
Mm-hmm.
Crash or Tuck. Which one? Yeah, I can't remember which one he has that.
I think Crash has that.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So it does. It tells you which direction is which. That is true.
I kind of feel like, based on that gate we saw, like, one's call it south or southeast, whatever. Doesn't that moonlight might be the cavern entrance that we saw on our way in?
Possibly.
Do
Well-
we? I guess the big question is: do we think that heading towards the obvious exit is going to put us in the crosshairs faster, or do we think that we should go towards the darkness, and do we think that we could even get out the way of the darkness? That's the thing I'm not so sure about.
I'd say we avoid the moonlight. And
I was thinking
And
that
venture into
too,
the
but I just don't know if the other direction even is an exit of any kind.
Water's got to come from somewhere. We just don't know how big of a hole it's coming from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it'll be a great story. I say let's go to the darkness. I can light up the way a little bit if we need to see where we're going.
I can probably do short work of some gates.
Okay.
I mean, I've got my glowing flower crown.
You do. It helps a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean doesn't cast a lot of light, but it at least
Mhm.
gives me so I don't run into things.
I mean, less likely to run into things anyway.
Less likely to run into
Mhm.
things.
Because
Foxora,
let's be real.
Foxora, you can fly, right? Maybe
I can
maybe-
fly.
Maybe you can fly to the moonlight and see what you see out that way before we make a decision.
I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I will do that, and I will cast invisibility on. Oh, I can't do it on myself. I don't think I can
Why
cast
can't-
invisibility.
Why can't you do it on yourself?
Oh, for some reason I thought invisibility it said something about others.
Nope. You
Someone
can
else.
you can cast it on yourself.
That's
Oh.
a touch spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. As long as you have the spell slot, you can cast it on yourself.
I have one spell slot left now. Now that I've
Okay.
used it twice, I've got
Okay.
one spell slot in that level left.
All right.
So I cast invisibility on myself, and then I fly towards the moonlight.
Okay. All right.
And I remove my little flower crown.
Okay.
Because I would imagine. Okay, I guess that's a question for you, Susan. If I have my little flower crown on that emits 10 feet of light, does that 10 feet of light
Is it invisible?
is it invisible as well?
But if it was invisible, then you wouldn't be able to see either.
I wouldn't be able to see either. I'm thinking that too.
Huh. That's a good question.
It's a Jeremy Crawford question.
It is a Jeremy Crawford question. I don't.
Who's got Twitter up right now? To
Right.
tweet?
Right.
Probably.
I'm invisible and I hold a torch. Am I still invisible?
Is the light still invisible? Yes. I would. You know what? I'm gonna let you have it. It's fine. You
Okay, thank
you can be able to see. It's fine.
At least enough that I don't bounce into walls. That's all I'm looking for.
Okay. So, all right. With that, you see the stream. You follow the way that the stream actually flows, which is towards the moonlight to the east. And then you get to the gate that is that you did see blocking the way. You end up at let me show you right here. This gate right there.
Oh, 1 second. Okay. Oh, we end up right there. Oh crap. Oh, we don't. Okay. So I go back and tell everybody we don't want to go that way.
So, just for reference, I will read you because we didn't do that description. All right. This iron gate has a swinging gate section secured by a simple lock. So, yeah. All right.
Yeah, but that's literally going to put us
It
right in
will.
the mouth
Exactly.
of our enemy.
Exactly.
So I will head back and tell everybody that I don't think we should go this way and where it goes.
Okay.
What's wrong? What are the enemies doing there? How many are there?
you see that she tells you that it literally takes you right back to where you started, with everybody being right there.
And there is a chain covering the entrance to the fortress, so we couldn't even get past the chain probably anyways. Even if we got past the portcullis or the gate or whatever it is.
Right? Yeah,
There's still another that chain. There's still that chain over the entrance. So I mean, I just don't see how we would get past everybody.
Okay. So is it upstream then?
I think upstream's our only option, our only possible option.
Venture awaits.
All right. So with that, you get in the boats and you start the process of heading upstream in this darkness, heading to who knows what may lead. Everybody give me a perception check, please. Oh, who's calming emotions?
No, that's a spell I can cast. I mean, if we got into the shit. And
Like,
charisma saves are a pain.
They
I
are
don't
a
think
pain.
these guys have good charisma saves.
Okay.
Once we got far enough up, and I wouldn't think the light would cast behind us where they could see us, I would definitely, use either.
I'm going to use Emboldening Bond. Jeez
Okay.
Louise. And my bless. Well, my bless is gone. Bless is only a minute.
Yep. All right.
Oh, well.
I gave myself disadvantage. I'm assuming I would probably have disadvantage on a perception in the dark.
All right. So with that, you travel for a while in this. It is dark. It is like you are in a cavern of some sort. But you do not see any like sign of an out, and you've been traveling for at least a good 2, maybe even 3 miles in the dark. Whereas the other way was very short, this seems to be very long. You have no idea where it is that this will end up taking you. But you are committed to it, and you have 5 other people that are in your charge and are as committed as you are in getting out. And that, my friends, even though we have 15 minutes left, is where we are going to end our session today, because this is a great cliffhanger. You guys are on a boat to who knows where.
We're on 2 boats to who knows where. Did we take both boats?
Hey,
Yep.
another Talking Head songs. We're on a boat to nowhere.
See, this is what I try to bring for you, Bob. Yep, I try to bring it for you. All right, guys.
Well, I mean, it is road to nowhere, but
It works. Yep, you are in both of the boats.
I thought I thought we took both boats.
You
Okay, so we
you
took
did,
both boats.
because you wouldn't have fit on just one.
And
Not with
also we wouldn't want to leave them a boat.
Well, I mean, there's that too. All right. So with that, my friends, we come to our end of our session for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here within DMS Adventures Tavern. We are just having a great time here. Going to see where these guys are gonna go is pretty awesome. I gotta admit, that's not where I thought that was gonna go, but okay. All right.
Hey, at this point we haven't drawn a sword.
You
That's pretty impressive.
It's true.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
I was just giving you somewhere to sleep for the night in a bed. But I
Right.
mean, hey, whatever.
He did have another say we were troublemakers, so
it's
we
true.
kind of had to.
It's
live up to
true.
it.
It's true. All right. Well, let's go ahead and we are going to rate.
okay.
Yes.
I drew a sword.
Oh,
that's
Cute,
good.
cute,
That's
cute.
good.
Oh,
Great.
nice.
good job. Good job. All right. So with that, we are going to call it there for the evening. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Just a reminder that we will, in fact, have our Eberron Oracle of War campaign on Friday night. And then on Saturday, we will do a Christmas one-shot. Because, you know, we got to do a Christmas one-shot for the kids. It's a thing we got to do. So we will be doing that on Saturday, so join us for that. And you're right, that is exactly how you play D&D. This is exactly how we do it. So we are going to go ahead and raid over to one of our, speaking of Extra Life, one of our actual team members for DMS Adventures Tavern. Kisty is playing some Mario Kart. We're going to go ahead and raid over to her. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here within DMS Adventures Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. Thanks, guys. It's true, you guys